Picture this: steam rises from a bamboo basket, carrying the aroma of delicate dim sum. The sizzle of a fiery wok punctuates the air as a chef tosses vegetables with practiced precision. Across a table stretching seemingly to infinity, dishes of every color, texture, and flavor create a mosaic that tells the story of the world's oldest continuous civilization. This is Chinese cuisine, not just food, but a living museum of history, philosophy, medicine, art, and innovation that has evolved over millennia yet remains as vibrant and relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Welcome to our culinary journey through China, where every bite is a page from a 5,000-year-old cookbook that continues to be written. Chinese cuisine isn't simply about satisfying hunger. It's about achieving harmony, expressing love, connecting with ancestors, celebrating life's moments, and understanding the profound relationship between what we eat and who we are. In a nation where people greet each other with "Have you eaten yet?" rather than "How are you?" food transcends mere sustenance to become the cornerstone of cultural identity. As we embark on this gastronomic adventure together, prepare to discover how geography shaped 8 distinct culinary traditions, how philosophy influenced cooking techniques, how emperors' whims created dishes we still enjoy today, and how Chinese food conquered the world while continuously reinventing itself. From the imperial kitchens of the Forbidden City to street food stalls in bustling night markets, from ancient Silk Road influences to modern fusion innovations, Chinese cuisine offers a window into understanding not just China, but humanity's relationship with food itself. The story of Chinese cuisine begins not in restaurants or cookbooks, but in the very soil of this vast and varied land. China's geography, spanning frigid northern plains to tropical southern forests, from coastal fishing villages to mountainous inland regions, created natural boundaries that fostered distinct culinary traditions long before modern transportation connected these diverse regions. The north, dominated by wheat fields, gave birth to noodles, dumplings, and steamed buns. The fertile south, with its abundant rice paddies, developed stir-fries that maximize scarce fuel by cooking quickly at high temperatures. The coastal east specialized in seafood preparations, while the western regions incorporated the spices and techniques of Central Asia and the Middle East. This geographical diversity explains why there is no single Chinese cuisine but rather a constellation of regional cooking styles, each with its own ingredients, techniques, and flavor profiles. The most commonly recognized are the 8 great cuisines: Shandong, Sichuan, Cantonese, Fujian, Jiangsu, Zhejiang, Hunan, and Anhui. Each represents centuries of culinary evolution shaped by local conditions and cultural exchanges. Shandong cuisine, considered the most influential and oldest of the traditions, emphasizes fresh seafood, rich broths, and quick stir-frying. Its proximity to the imperial capital meant that many of its techniques and dishes were adopted by royal chefs. Sichuan cuisine, perhaps the most internationally recognized today, developed its characteristic numbing spiciness, mola, not merely as a flavor preference, but as an ingenious response to the region's humid climate. The tingling sensation from Sichuan peppercorns and chili peppers helps stimulate circulation and sweating, providing natural cooling in hot, damp conditions. Cantonese cuisine from the south showcases the freshest ingredients with minimal seasoning to highlight natural flavors, giving the world dim sum and perfecting techniques like steaming and roasting. Fujian cuisine masters the art of soups and broths, extracting complex flavors from the bounty of mountains and sea. Jiangsu cuisine, refined and elegant, focuses on precise knife work and artistic presentation that once delighted emperors. Zhejiang cuisine emphasizes seasonal ingredients and fresh flavors, particularly from its lakes and rivers. Hunan cuisine rivals Sichuan in spiciness, but achieves it through fresh rather than dried chilies, creating complex hot-sour aromatic profiles. Anhui cuisine incorporates wild herbs and game from its mountainous terrain, employing simple cooking methods that preserve natural flavors. Beyond these 8 traditions lie countless sub-regional styles, each with distinctive characteristics. The Muslim-influenced cuisine of Xi'an features hand-pulled noodles and lamb dishes that reflect the city's position as the eastern terminus of the ancient Silk Road. The nomadic traditions of Inner Mongolia emphasize dairy products and hearty stews suited to harsh steppe conditions. The tropical cuisine of Hainan Island incorporates coconut and tropical fruits unavailable elsewhere in China. What unites these diverse culinary traditions is a shared philosophical foundation that has guided Chinese cooking for millennia. Central to this philosophy is the concept of balance, not just in flavors but in the very essence of food itself. This begins with the ancient Chinese understanding of the universe as composed of opposing yet complementary forces, yin and yang. In culinary terms, foods are classified as having warming, yang, or cooling, yin, properties that must be balanced for optimal health and harmony. This isn't merely superstition but represents one of history's earliest systematic approaches to nutrition and preventive medicine. Yang foods like ginger, chili peppers, and beef are believed to raise the body's energy and are recommended during cold weather or for people with cold conditions. Yin foods like watermelon, cucumber, and most green vegetables are thought to cool the body and are emphasized during summer or for hot conditions like fever or inflammation. A proper Chinese meal aims to balance these elements, not just across dishes but sometimes within a single preparation. The famous hot pot exemplifies this principle, allowing diners to cook various ingredients in a shared broth, instinctively selecting combinations that achieve personal balance. A skilled Chinese home cook or chef intuitively understands these properties and creates meals that harmonize with the season, climate, and individual needs of those being fed. Beyond yin and yang, Chinese cuisine is guided by the concept of wu wei, 5 flavors: sweet, sour, bitter, spicy, and salty. These correspond to the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and the 5 major organs: liver, heart, spleen, lungs, and kidneys. A properly balanced meal should include all 5 flavors, nourishing each corresponding organ and maintaining bodily harmony. This holistic approach to cooking and eating reflects the Chinese view that food and medicine share the same origin, a concept expressed in the saying, "Medicine and food share the same source, Yao Shi Tong Yang." This medicinal approach to food is perhaps most evident in the Chinese tradition of therapeutic soups and tonics. These aren't merely comfort foods but carefully composed remedies designed to address specific health concerns or seasonal imbalances. A classic example is the winter melon soup, which helps cool the body during hot summer months. Another is the warming ginger and red date tea given to women after childbirth to restore yang energy. These preparations represent an ancient form of preventive healthcare that continues to influence modern Chinese eating habits. The philosophical underpinnings of Chinese cuisine extend beyond health to encompass aesthetics and ethics. Confucian principles emphasize food as a means of social harmony and proper ritual. The shared meal, with dishes placed in the center for all to access, reinforces collectivist values and family bonds. The circular dining table itself symbolizes unity and completeness, while the practice of serving an odd number of dishes, considered lucky, reflects attention to numerological significance. Taoist influences contribute to the concept of naturalness in cooking, allowing ingredients to express their inherent qualities rather than disguising them. This explains the Chinese preference for cooking methods that preserve the essential character of foods: steaming fish to maintain its delicate texture, stir-frying vegetables to retain their crispness, or simmering bones for hours to extract their essence for soup. Buddhist vegetarian cuisine represents another philosophical strand, developing sophisticated techniques to create meat-like textures and flavors from plant ingredients. Mock meats made from tofu, wheat gluten, and mushrooms demonstrate how religious dietary restrictions fostered culinary innovation rather than limitation. The Buddhist emphasis on compassion led to cooking methods that minimize harm while maximizing flavor, resulting in dishes like Buddha's Delight, a complex vegetarian stir-fry that balances colors, textures, and nutritional elements. Perhaps no aspect of Chinese culinary philosophy is more fundamental than the concept of qi, the vital life force that animates all things. In cooking, preserving and enhancing the qi of ingredients is paramount. This explains why freshness is so highly prized and why many Chinese shoppers buy ingredients daily rather than weekly. It also informs cooking techniques, the quick, high-heat wok cooking that seals in qi. The precise timing that ensures ingredients are neither under nor overcooked. The attention to knife work that respects the natural structure of foods. The concept of qi extends to the dining experience itself. A properly prepared meal should energize rather than merely satisfy hunger. This holistic approach considers not just taste but texture, temperature, appearance, aroma, and even the sound of food. Think of the sizzle.